Following the signs. Welcome to this reading if you are feeling stuck. This is something that several times I've felt compelled to put out there, a message that can be a go-to for people that are finding themselves at a point in life where they don't know where to turn, they don't know who to talk to, they don't know how to trust what's going on in here, connecting with their intuition, and being able to distinguish that between fear as well. And if something has led you here today, then I am wholeheartedly sending you my best energy and intention to deliver you some validation, some guidance, and some support to get through what I dare say is a really hard time for you right now. You could be feeling like you can't even sort of open up to those that are close to you. If there is those that are close to you, you may be quite isolated right now, and maybe you have been for a long period of time. Whatever has led you here today, you're being guided right now to trust that everything falling apart is a sign that the universe is supporting you right now to rebuild. I see you as being a very carefree, someone that can see the best in everybody. And now this beautiful, compassionate and non-judgmental energy that you hold is unfortunately often used against you by those who do not have pure intentions for you. This needs to be recognized, that this is not a fault within you. This is not a fault within you. These individuals and situations that you find yourself in are signifiers, and they're symbolic to you, and they're happening to you for a reason. Now, this is based on an internal feeling that you have of yourself that does need releasing in order to be able to move on this path forward. Now, this is got a lot to do with your self-worth and what you feel you deserve. Whether you logically believe that or not, this is an energetic attachment that's been with you for a long time, a settling. And it comes from this beautiful nature that you have that does want to see the best in people. And that's because you haven't been treated the best throughout your life. And so when you are given a taste of something that feels like how it sounds like it should, you unfortunately become prey to these individuals that feed off that kind of empathetic nature. Whatever's going on for you right now, it may feel unattainable, but getting some space, like some physical space from this situation, is required now, whether you have a close friend or family member, or the means to be able to pay for yourself to be somewhere overnight, to be able to sit in your own energy. Now, for some of you, you may be in situations that it's impossible to be able to do that. There may be children involved. So if that is the case for you and you can't go anywhere, you still have that freedom of thought and the power to go within yourself right now. And hopefully you are in a quiet space where you're able to really immerse yourself in the feelings that might come up throughout this reading and use them to guide you forward. You could be finding yourself really drawn to other realms, other parts of the universe. Now, throughout your life, you may have felt a bit on the outer, or like you haven't found your people and that you never really fit in. And this is like based on that the soul within you and what your purpose has come here to do. So you could be finding yourself really drawn to esoteric things or other energies that are out there in the universe right now too. Whether it's popping up in readings that you may be watching, or books that you're reading, and you're seeing a reoccurrence of energies that you're recognizing now. This is your cue to have a look into it. You could even be drawn to healing modalities and be working with spiritual gurus, leaders who are guiding you at this time to break free and release from whatever you're feeling stuck and bound to. But yeah, coming back to this this energy of you. So we have had the rest card that show up from the Sacred Power Oracle deck. And the dolphin is a great protector amongst its family and group that it's with, and it will often put itself on the outer as the protector of those around them. So you know, you're someone that is very giving of your time and energy to everybody around you, and this could come at a cost of pure and utter exhaustion. Now, especially if you are in a somewhat toxic situation where you are on high alert constantly, you are living in a energetic battleground, and right now is very much the time for you to start taking back your power by the power of your words and your boundaries that you can put in place. And that is, you're being called to say no. You're being called to start feeding back into you, as little as each step might feel, where you feel like, I'm never going to get out of this. You need to start changing that and start envisioning where you want to be. And I know that you can, and I know that you are, and that's what's led you here as well, is maybe you just needing that little nudge and extra confirmation to move forward, and that you can do this. You are so capable and you are so supported at this time. So I'm going to pull a couple of cards from the Labyrinth or Tarot, just to see where that energy is out there. If you have ever watched the movie The Labyrinth by Jim Henson, it's I don't know what genre you would describe it in, whether it's kids. It seemed pretty out there for a children's movie when I was a kid, but that was what it was like growing up in the 90s. But I know it was made in like the 70s or 80s, to be honest. But anyway, Sarah, main character there, young girl who called in support from the Goblin King to come and take her bloody brother away, as she was, you know, I think now looking back, what was she, probably like 15, and set to babysit 12-month-old for a whole night while her father went out with her stepmother. So she wasn't in the best mood, but from there, bear with me. Anyway, So after her brother was kidnapped, she obviously was like, shit, I didn't mean it. So she made her way to find her brother, who was beyond the labyrinth in the Goblin King's kingdom. And what a journey she was led on. But along the way, she made friends, she gained support, and she started to overcome fears she had within herself, and really stepped into being her own person, no longer restricted by her story or her situation. Few interruptions there. But you could feel that. You could feel like, I want to commit to the steps I need to take to empower myself and get beyond this, but like I'm so distracted by all these obligations and commitments. And they will arise. And it's like, as long as you are still, you'd be amazed at what you can achieve in half an hour. So it's like taking little amounts of time each day for yourself to connect in with how you're feeling, to, do what you need to do. All of that will help build this momentum, and you'll know when that time is right for you. We've had the 5 of Feathers, the World, the 7 of Junk, and the Page of Feathers. You're really on the precipice of a new life beginning for you. This World card, like, you are what you've been through already. You have learned so much along the way, and what you're about to do right now, like, is something that's going to change you in ways that you didn't deem imaginable. Like, there's so much that you are taking with you in the knowledge that you have learned and the things that you know about yourself now. Like, you've endured a lot of conflict, and there's been a lot of pain and heartbreak and heaviness and letting go. And it's not talked about enough, like that death of self. Like, there's a mourning process that does come with that, and you may experience that, if not now, like to come. And it's for that part of you that, I don't know, maybe at times you wish did differently, but then you want to cradle because they didn't know. And it's honoring and accepting and remembering and, all those parts of you that make you now, that has built you into this powerful force to be reckoned with when it comes to your life. And you don't realize you're not only doing this for you, you're doing this for, like, your ancestors and generations before you, and for those to come. Like, it's changing everything. And you are receptive to learn. That's the thing. Like, you're here, you're listening to this, you are so open to the new ways of doing things and the new way that you want to experience things in life that maybe you have been so deprived of based on your current circumstances. And this is really good energy. It's like you're very well aware of what is keeping you stuck or how you want to feel after it. It's not like you are seeing life as life's over. If I leave this, it's over. You're not. You're very optimistic, and I know you can really, you're craving to feel the feeling that maybe you haven't had in a very, very long time. We're going to look at who might be keeping you stuck and your advice for them to pass them. We've got a King of Swords here and the Eight of Wands. Be dealing with someone that's maybe older than you, someone that's in a place of authority or potentially has just sort of had that energy over you. This could be someone that's very cold cutting with their words, and to them, like, they speak a lot of truth and honesty, and maybe at some point they have. They've been sort of dictating like your movements in life and the course of your life, like whatever direction you've been going. And look, you could have really admired or looked up to this person at different times. Got the Star in reverse. Seven in Swords. This is a very calculated individual though, and someone that's really been holding you back and taking away your hopes, dreams, and any wish like that you may have had, like to build with this person, really robbed you of that and kept you very unempowered for a long period of time. This is someone that like has had you on guard, like probably says you're very defensive, has blocked any new opportunities for you, and you know, anything that you've sort of got excited over. They probably say that you're impulsive and, you know, defensive in doing things with them, but it's because you can see that the things that they want to do are just like either toxic or not things that you enjoy doing anymore, whether or not you at one point did. This has been very karmic and taken a lot of time from you because you've felt like you've been in it for so long and nothing has changed. It's like there's been moments that have come and go where you've really wanted to take certain opportunities, and this person has like had you in your head and, you know, restricted you from being able to do that. And it's like because they want to control this course of direction of your life. This is someone that's probably had you waiting, and, you know, anything new they come back with to offer you is just like, oh, here, would you like another serving of karmic cycle? Yes, I'll take 2. Like, they just are oblivious to your awareness of what this is now. They're very stuck in their own ego. I'm going to get a few more cards here. They could have like really just exploited you in some way, and it's because of their own lack of closure or acceptance of things they've been through throughout their life when it comes to matters of the heart. And they project that onto you by making you feel like you're not good enough. They like to triangulate you, this person, and have like other people at you as well. Like, this is a very toxic energy that you've been surrounded by. But they thrive off like putting you into situations where you are then, maybe they've got to sort of step in and appear like they're fending for you. I had to pause just then because of my daughter. So I kind of got robbed a little of where I was at. But they like to put you in situations where, yeah, it appears like they're the good guy and they're the... But it's all calculated. Like, this is... They just... Yeah. That type of individual. I'm going to step away from that energy now though, just because it's giving me a very uneasy vibe. And look, this is probably the vibe that you're currently having to live with right now. But what's the advice for overcoming that individual? It's definitely to not feed into, you know, their moments of offering. Like, this is someone that maybe they've used what's the word? Physical, chemistry, sexual type sort of, you know what I'm saying? Have used that to regain some sort of form of control over you. be clear on your path. Like, you regain your power by like cutting off their supply. And you know, this might be a time now to go within and no longer verbally entertain what they're coming at you with. But in your mind, like, you start heading down that path of envisionment of where you're going and how you're doing it. This could begin, and this is from personal experience. You may wish to start, you know, spring cleaning. However, like, really starting to dissect what's yours and what's not being taken. If you are leaving, for example, or even just really starting to know, like, you know, this is unlinking shared things. Taking little steps each day to start regaining your power. Okay. Accepting support is important at this time too, especially when you can feel like you don't know who to turn to. Like, there's still other entities out there that can support you. Maybe this is advocacy agencies. This is like places you can reach out for help. And doing so with confidence, doing so without feeling guilty, because if you have not been talking about something that has never maybe been talked about or shared, and then you do, there can be a lot of guilt that can come with that. And you are really encouraged right now to know that while these feelings may come up, you don't have to claim them. Okay, you can acknowledge them, but allow them to pass through. That it's just normal, because you've been told for a long period of time that, you know, you're wrong to have these feelings. There may be somebody who, you know, is a very grounded person to you, someone that's very stable emotionally and financially, that may wish to really support you throughout this time, whether that's a sibling, a trusted friend. There's an associate that sees you're in a conflict. This could even be someone that has seen this person's behavior towards you and is also enlightened of the type of individual that you're dealing with or situation. So you are encouraged to don't get too in your head about this. Like, you may really feel like you can't trust this person if you've previously not been able to trust people that also know the other party. But I feel like you can here. And if this isn't someone close, this could just be like reaching out to somewhere that can help you when it comes to like, well, how am I going to afford to move? Like, they can support you with moving costs. Or how am I going to move? Well, there's other things they can do to help out with that. Like, it's reaching out for help and accepting help that's offered to you at this time. I'm going to leave that one there. And I hope this has been of some support to you. And just know, if you are experiencing something that's really robbing you of feeling like there's a life outside of it, know that there is. And it's a matter of putting yourself into an uncomfortable situation of following what you want, which is maybe something that you haven't done for a long time, and knowing that the universe will be there to support you throughout that. Sending my love and all my good energy to get through this.